Welcome everyone to an AveyaZ special. Today, we are celebrating a very Velaris Christmas. What is it, you may ask? Let's dive into it. And here we are, a very Velaris Christmas. This will be an original holiday that we are going to call the Astral Convergence, also recognized as the Day of Stillness. The purpose of this holiday, in terms of the story, is going to be shortly after the true ending of the story. If you have not seen that yet, no worries, there's no spoilers here, it won't affect anything. This is just your everyday Christmas special, but gamified based on the story of this channel. So here's the basis point for it. After the occurrence following the true finality, the true ending, the citizens of Velaris celebrate the Day of Stillness, also known as Astral Convergence. For exactly 24 hours, the 5 Nythera Gates, once volatile scars in the world, become perfectly inert, unavailable. They cease to hum with chaotic mana, locking shut so tightly that not even the fiercest monsters of the Nebula Zone can pass through. The people of Athen in the Outer Realms do not have to watch the horizon with fear. This safety is celebrated through gift giving, representing the sharing of one's inner mana, recognized as the spirit, when the outer mana is at rest. The heart of this celebration is the new Resurgent Citadel, a magnificent sanctuary built upon the ruins of the Weeping Dystopia by the Z Legion, the protagonist party of the story. Once a place of sorrow, it is now a thriving jurisdiction where the Zendelga party, alongside a few acquainted others, find themselves home in sanctuary. And thank goodness, it was well deserved after everything they have been through. Archive entries, a very Velaris Christmas. Here's a look at how the primary characters will be spending this day of peace. Starting first, Protagonist 1, Avant Zegar. Avant Zegar is recognized as the future planner for today. Avant spends the morning with Freya over in Nemura alongside their new vacation home, which was the property that belonged to the merchant they had assisted last year. After working as an accountant for the small town in Zarvale for a period of time, he teaches Freya the basics of managing finances of an organization. By early afternoon, they traveled back to their sanctuary as citizens from all over planned to visit during the day of Astral Convergence. At nighttime, he was said to be found on the highest spire of the Citadel, looking out over the clear horizon of the rebuilt Weeping Dystopia with Freya. For this day only, he trades his battle-ready stance for a moment of quiet reflection. He is often found in the Citadel's central hall, personally greeting travelers from all realms. Character number 2, Freya Zegar, recognized today as the soul of the sanctuary. Freya joins Avant throughout all of his activities for the day. She joined him to learn about finances for an organization in Nemura with their merchant companion. In the afternoon, she attempts to greet each and every person that visits today. She succeeds. Later into the night, she stargazes alongside Avant, reminiscing the times when they hardly had any place to call home up until now. Next set of characters, which is 2 of them doing the same thing. This is Liliana and Dragan Zendelga, the architects of dystopia. In the morning, Liliana and Dragan spend their time decorating the Citadel and its whereabouts in preparation for the holiday. They utilize mana fusion magical arts to reconstruct objects and terrain for non-combat tasks, such as creating intricate light displays or making basic handout souvenirs. They act as guides and mentors for the occasion, as many people were found to admire their magical intelligence. And you can never have a holiday without a little bit of humor involved. Next up, we have Valen Calva and Cypher Hex, otherwise his hired assassin. They'll be recognized today as the Altar Fools. Prince Valen and Cypher spend their morning in Verelios, the capital nation of Athen, exploring the streets and merchant district of its capital. They find a merchant that is related to the merchant lord from Nemura that they had worked with. They purchase a new enhanced cloak of deception, but too bad there was only one. The two place a bet that the first one to reach the Citadel location and find Avant Zegar at the new Weeping Dystopia will win the new cloak. But the loser has to act like the other person for the rest of the day. Cypher managed to arrive first, but once Valen arrived, they both realized Avant was not there at all. Liliana and Dragan were busy setting up the environment yet and overheard their bet. Liliana announces that they both lose today, so Lily gets to keep the cloak instead, and they both now live the day as each other. The day goes on as Valen constantly moves like a mischievous man, while Cypher walks with pride and atonement. It was said that Freya and Avant only saw them from a distance and made fun of them the entire day with the visitors. Next, duo character setup, and we have Julian Axton and Lyra Axton, the loving duo. These 2 characters are close companions with Prince Valen Calva. Julian and Lyra Axton were in Verelios and noticed both Valen and Cypher. Before they were able to reconnect, They ran off into the distance as if their life was on the line. Realizing the two will not catch up to them, they take a trip to Mirrodel, the harbor city of neutrality in the nation of Solvara. They spend the day with Lady Ashan, who was the ruler in that place, as she had given them a vacation house to stay in for the day just off the harbor, though they were unable to tell Valen and Cypher. The two spend the day wondering what in the world was going on between those two, but laugh it off knowing it could literally be anything. Azusa Zegar, Gazia Zegar, and Rylea Zegar, the Time Wanderers. Azusa, Gazia, and Rylea spend the entire day roaming around the parts of the new Weeping Dystopia. They reconnect on their shared histories of their timelines, attempting to find any other linking avenues as to how they could maybe return to their original timelines. Falsa Veritas Dator? Unknown. Who knows what's going on with this guy? Having awoken from a strange slumber, he remembers nothing of what had happened, let alone his own memories of his past. Every once in a while, though, he wanders and he catches faint glimpses of what he believes to be memories that send chills of horror. Somewhere out in the world, there was its moment of time where someone could be heard venting about how bad of Dirty Dan he was. Always got to come back to that SpongeBob reference. The tradition that happens within the day of Astral Convergence will be recognized as the Resonance Offering. Because the day of Stillness is the time when the world's external mana, quote unquote, metaphorically speaking, is at rest with the Nythera Gates, there is a tradition in households known as the Resonance Offering, where people participate in a ceremony centered on their shared history and metaphorically sleeping mana of the day. So what goes inside this Resonance Offering? First piece of this information is the symbolic gift recognized as the Shard. The Shard is the gift of shared purpose and reminiscence. Then there's the Secret Exchange. Similar to Secret Santa, members are assigned a partner within a gathering. Then you have the Imbuing of the Story. For those capable of Mana Fusion, they use a non-combat application of Mana Fusion. The giver carves a visual memory or a story into the shard. When the recipient then touches the shard, they feel a resonance of the giver's gratitude in the replayable memory. And the fourth and last part of the Resonance Offering tradition comes to the Shared Feast, the location of where the exchange of the shards takes place in the gathering. And then we break it all back down to the finale. For the Z Legion members, the exchange takes place in the central hall of the Citadel, the Resurgent Citadel, the newly built one, late in the evening. By exchanging their shards, the Legion reaffirms their bonds, turning a site once known for sorrow into a place of permanent sanctuary. And lo and behold, not only is this an original, brand new holiday, Christmas themed, given the day of this release, but it's also foreshadowing for the potential of being able to understand what will come next into the AveyaZ story. You gotta imagine, I've already come up with plenty of ideas on what to do next, and one day I will be able to showcase that. But of course, it's going to be a big, long process that's going to come together. It's going to take a lot of time, and there's going to be a lot more lore to be attached there. And to end things off for today, I have created a short cinematic video clip format that I will go ahead and play now for the rest of you and for myself to be able to look back on this day and remember what it means to be a very Velaris Christmas. Thanks for being here today. Today in Velaris, we celebrate the Day of Stillness, recognized as Astral Convergence. For 24 hours, the gates are locked, the chaos is quiet, and safety is a reality we all share. Tell me your Resonance Offering in the comments below, as Avant and Freya look out over their new home in the rebuilt Weeping Dystopia. I want to extend that same sense of sanctuary to you. Thank you for being a part of the AveyaZ legend this year. Whether you're in the center of the action or finding peace in the stillness, Merry Christmas and stay resurgent.